All right, so this is the retreat area, they call it, where they have the local pastors from Matamoros come over, and they can come over here and have a little time of vacation or time of retreat, and then they do some classes with them and things like that. I'll have Jack explain some of that to you later on and I'll record him as he explains what they do with those pastors. They just teach them to be leaders, not only in the church but in their families, and spend some quality time with their wives and their children, because a lot of times the church just consumes every bit of the time that they have, or they allow the church to consume that time, and they like to teach them how to invest time into their relationship with their wives. So this is kind of what that's about, and I think they do some things with children around here too. But this is what we'll be doing this week, is just getting this place in order, because they have the retreats in November, or they have one in November. And so you got some things like some broken fences here, all these little homes, and some of them they call pods. They are kind of dirty right now because they've been sitting with no one in them, and it's real buggy down here and lizardy, and those insects and animals tend to get into the homes. So you got to keep up on the cleaning of them. This is a Mexican restaurant here in Brownsville. We're going to have breakfast at. I mean, it's the most colorful tables I've ever seen, and all the chairs are carved. Different murals. Really cool. Jack and Avadine are hooking up their little lowboy trailer here. They're going to use that trailer to go pick up the books that Brook Church, North Carolina sent from Virginia to Texas here. We paid for the shipping of several thousand pamphlets and gospel material. So that's what's going on now. They're going to drive over to where they've been delivered and hook those up. Okay, so this is the ministry van. It's a not typically, why do I say typically? It is a 95. It's around the same year as the Brook Church van. Man, these must have been some really good vans, because they all seem to really last. And here's my helper for today. She's been asked to sing on Sunday at their church, so, and I've been asked to preach. So we have to be on our A game, I guess. All right, let's see. So this vehicle, the parking brake, see, it's all floppy. The cable is broken on it. He's got a bungee holding it up. So that's just what we're doing. A lot of times on your missions trips, especially your working missions trip, it's not all going out and witnessing to people and preaching and things like that. Sometimes you just got to get down and dirty and get with the business of the fixing their stuff for them so they can do the work. See, they're down here doing the work. They have the connections to the locals and everything. We're just here to help them do the work, or help them get their stuff fixed so they can do the work, you see. There they go to pick up the books. I think their trip, let me think. I think he said it was about 60 miles that they had to go drive to pick them up. And we'll just stay here and work and keep fixing stuff. Boy, they got ants everywhere down here. I mean, everywhere. I've got to crawl up under this van. I thought I'd lay this plywood down so I wouldn't be laying in the ants, but now they're all over that wood, so I guess I'm just laying with ants. But I've got to go under, I got to reattach this to the parking brake cables that are in the rear of the van, and this is the new cable that has to go on. It attaches here, but then goes through the floor. So we're going to do that, and Jessica's over there doing some headlight repairs on this old truck. And hopefully today we'll get some of this truck work done and move on to some other things. Of course, we've got another team coming down Monday, as you all know, and I was instructed to save some work for them. So we don't want to do everything before they get here.
Rubber piece first.
Yes.
Like this.
Did you get the
This goes in after.
Look. Okay, we've got the foot pedal out of this van for the parking brake. We got the little step out so we can gain access to where this cable has to push through. The reason we're replacing this cable is it broke on the underside, so we're going to push this cable through that. Get it loose from the bottom side, and we'll send our new cable up through there after we get it hooked up underneath and everything. It was really a challenge to get it out of that foot pedal, to get that cable out of there. I'm gonna have a lot of fun putting that back together. Fun in quotation marks. Now I get to crawl under there with the ants.
There are.
Jack, can you tell us briefly about these books?
Yes, these books on the bottom layer of this are Gospel of Born of God little booklets that come out of North Carolina that are printed up there and used for discipleship of Christians. And then the top layer are coloring books that we're going to use at Christmas time, and they're in Spanish, and they give the plan of salvation.
Mm-hmm.
And so as the child goes, some of the wording is in it as well, but it goes through the plan of salvation for the children at Christmas when they give them out. And there's about 10,000 of these, and we will go through probably 25,000 between now and Christmas if we can get them yet. This little trailer here is a very special trailer. That is literature for the Spanish work, and every month we go through safely, I can say, between 45 and 65,000 pieces of literature from this trailer every month.
Every month.
Pastors come. Everybody has a key to the place. The thing is unlocked. They get what they need and go.
Mm-hmm.
And literature comes out of Pennsylvania, and some other gospel tracts, which we also get several million of those. They come through out of Indiana, and they ship them down here about 50 miles away, and we have to go pick them up there.
All right. Well, thanks. And Brook Church, you were just a little part of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Passing out all the literature so that people can come to know Christ and hopefully come to know Him at a very young age.
Yes.
Start serving Him early. Jesus, Jesus, precious Jesus, oh, for grace to trust Him more. Yes, 'tis sweet to trust in Jesus, just from sin itself to cease, just from Jesus simply talking, life and rest and joy and peace. Jesus.